Hi Aquarius, welcome to your December read. Let's see what the cards have for you. We are starting with the King of Pentacles crossed by the moon. Oh my goodness, you got the Tower at the bottom. The Seven of Wands, the Death at the top. My goodness, all of these changes that are taking place through December. Crazy. The Ten of Wands in your future, the Six of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles. Wow, the Magician and the Queen of Pentacles in your outcome. You've got the King and the Queen of Pentacles in there. That's really beautiful. That feels very rounded. Oh my goodness, the bottom of the deck, you have the Lovers card. That's very high energy. This is asking you to climb to new heights. The main message I always get with the Lovers is whenever there's a choice that comes into play, choose love, follow your heart. You have an angel watching out for you for the whole of the month, the sun shining on you, and you have the potential to climb to new heights. There could be love involved, there could be a new relationship, but whatever this is, it's really sparking your heart. You're ready for a new adventure and you're gaining clarity. I feel like this is you starting to trust your intuition, setting your thoughts free. There's been something in your recent past that's been a bit of a struggle, this need to defend your position, and I feel like that is shifting in a big way. You've got those two very transformative energies there. I'm jumping ahead. Let me pull some oracle cards for you. I'm using a different oracle deck today. This is the Oracle of Shadows and Light by Lucy Cavendish and Jasmine Beckett Griffith. It's very cute energies, very cool little cards. Let's see what we've got for you. The first one, Mend a Broken Heart Fairy. Wow, healing from heartache. Okay, that's a pretty clear message. Kind of feels like that Three of Swords energy from the tarot. So whether this is old or new heartache, this is apparently the time to really heal that. You've got a lot of beautiful love and supportive heart energy with that Lovers card right beside it. So it's a really powerful, potent time to work on any old heartache or new heartache. Really interesting. Let me see what the other card is before we go any further. We have the Dress of Alchemy. Release your power. Oh, wow. Okay. I love that. These two cards feel like they're embracing this energy of the Death and the Tower. This is like from heartache comes this strong, powerful person ready to embrace a whole new world. This is really beautiful. The Dress of Alchemy, alchemizing that heartache into strong, powerful independence. I almost expect to see the Knight of Pentacles in here. It's all about independence, but that same energy is coming through those two cards. I love this. So whatever heartache you might be nursing or trying to heal, you're coming out of it so much stronger and more powerful. So own this time, Aquarius. I love it. So yeah, this main spread, as I said, there's been something that has felt like a bit of a battle in your recent past with that Seven of Wands, that sense of needing to stand your ground, of holding your position and like being ready to defend yourself if necessary. It sort of feels like an exhausting energy. Like you've been constantly on alert just in case you have to defend yourself against something. This could just be the last push to get through work before the end of the year. It's always hardest when you know you might have a little bit of a break or a holiday and you've just got to get through those last few weeks. It could be that's bringing up this sense of just trying to hold your position, stand your ground, keep fighting through. But it's going to pay off. You've got the King of Pentacles in the heart of your spread. He's a card of abundance. There's a lot of indulgence with him as well. I feel like Aquarius, you're probably going to be the best at letting go and indulging for this month. I did have someone else, I think it was Taurus, that had this King of Pentacles energy as well, which is all about indulging and celebrating at this time. But it's a really great energy to take into kind of the Christmas period if you celebrate Christmas. But even if you don't, it's got that flavor around. That energy is kind of hanging around even if you don't celebrate Christmas. So if you can tap into that, I feel like you're going to enjoy yourself. But follow your heart. Like, don't let it be all about materialism. You can indulge, but let it be celebratory as well. And know that it's an indulgence. This is not something you want to get stuck in long term, because the King of Pentacles can sink into that mire of overindulgence and greed and kind of selfishness. So just know that this is a temporary situation and enjoy it while you've got it. Now you have the moon in your challenge. That's really interesting. It's already a kind of challenging card because it brings up a lack of clarity and confusion. I just get the sense that you need to trust your intuition through this month. I almost feel like this King of Pentacles might be reactionary as a result of whatever the recent heartbreak or old heartache that's coming to the surface is. And it is okay to indulge, as I said, temporarily while you need it and while you can enjoy it and treat it as a sort of celebration. But you do need to trust your intuition to guide you out of this when it's time. Like I said, you don't want to get stuck in it because it does shift into a less pleasant energy. It could shift very quickly towards that devil energy, which is being trapped by bad habits and addictions. So do try to trust your intuition to guide you through this and step away when it's time. There may be also a little bit of confusion or a lack of clarity because you are going through some major transformations here. The death in the crown of your read is you being aware that whatever is ending, whatever is coming to an end, whatever this heartache was, whatever this was that ended, it needed to end. It doesn't make it any better or easier to deal with, but you know that it was time for it to end. It's just a process. It's a grieving process, and it is releasing you, releasing your power. It's creating space for something new and something so much better to come in with that Lovers card. What do we have under here again? Yeah, it's time for a new adventure, and you will gain that clarity. Wow, I just saw the World is under there as well. This is the ending of a cycle, absolutely, and the beginning of a brand new cycle that is filled with so much more love and more passion and will elevate you so much higher than wherever you were sitting with that Seven of Wands and that heartache energy. So that moon, that lack of clarity might be tied in with that death for you, with that loss, that ending. Again, trust your intuition, allow the process to happen as it's meant to happen, but recognize that it's temporary. You don't want to indulge with this King of Pentacles in that heartache. The indulgences can come through celebration and letting loose a bit. You don't want to indulge in grief because that's when it can turn into something that's more of an addiction. And it's not the nicest thing to be mired in. You've got the Tower at the bottom. This is really interesting. I get the sense that this has really kind of destabilized you. Your structures are falling apart. It has shaken your belief systems. It's shaken the way you view life, the world, and even yourself. And this is, I think, contributing to this confusion even more than this Death card, because it's like you're having to see yourself in a new light or see the world in a new way. But what's amazing is this Dress of Alchemy, this Release Your Power, it really does create a powerful, fertile landscape for you to become something so much bigger and better. So just know this is going to end. The Ten of Wands in your near future. You don't have to bear this burden for too long. Carry the load while you're carrying it, and then when it's time, release it. You're almost there. Whatever this heartache is, whatever this ending, this loss is, this process is almost complete. So just keep going. Your advice is the Six of Wands. Amazing advice. Celebrate every victory, even the small ones. If you're struggling to get out of bed in the morning, when you do get up, celebrate that. Congratulate yourself. Feel grateful to yourself for getting yourself out of bed. Those small victories, when they're celebrated, they open the space for larger victories. You'll find you have much more to celebrate, and the universe will give you more to celebrate. You'll start coming alive again. Really release that power. But I love that this is in your advice, because there's obviously reasons for you to celebrate, to recognize those victories. Otherwise, this card wouldn't have appeared. This is promising that flow of energy. The more you can recognize and celebrate those small victories, the more the energy will keep flowing, and this will be able to move, and you'll release those burdens more quickly. The Ten of Pentacles and your external factors. This is pointing to a couple of things. This is the Legacy card. There's a lot of family association with this. That can definitely come into play with the Christmas period. And if you don't celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah or anything like that, There's still this energy available to you. Connect with your family, connect with the people who ground you, even if your family are not blood related, if they're friends or they're your pets, whatever you consider your family, connect with them. They will help ground you and move you through this phase. You've got these 2 10s here. This is the ending of a cycle and the starting of something new at a lower level that will help you move into this world at a much higher level, that cycle shift. But I really love this 10 of Pentacles because this is also blessings coming your way. This is like being gifted a lottery ticket that wins some money, or a promotion at your job, or a sudden windfall coming your way. It feels like whatever this is pointing to for you, it's going to give you a bit of a boost and reconnect you back in with life again. I really love it. So the more you can celebrate your small victories and accept people's recognition of you, that's also part of that 6 of Wands energy in your advice. When people recognize you, accept their praise, accept their acknowledgement, that will open the door for that 10 of Pentacles, for those blessings to come your way. Really beautiful. Love it. The Magician in your hopes and fears. Oh, I feel like you want to have this magic wand and be able to create the life that you want. And I'm associating it immediately with that mend a broken heart fairy energy. That's why I said, because it just feels like someone who's heartbroken and wants to be able to wave a magic wand and put everything back to how it was before all of these changes happened. But as I said, this ending needed to happen. This Tower only comes in when it's necessary. Same with this Death card. They come in when something needs to end in order to create space for something much more stable and lasting and better, much higher with that Lover's energy. Not too concerned about the Magician. It's revealing your heart, basically. You want to be able to have control of your life, to alchemize this. We have the dress of alchemy down here. So you actually are this magician. You are this alchemist. It's just that in this story, what you're alchemizing is this heartache. You're alchemizing this shift. Whatever is ending, you're creating something new for yourself. It might not look the same as what you had before, but that's part of the point. You're creating something new because it's going to be better for you, that Lovers. Your outcome, the Queen of Pentacles, such a beautiful energy to end on. She has all of that abundance and groundedness of the King of Pentacles, but she's satisfied with what she has. She doesn't overindulge. She doesn't get to that sort of greedy space. She's completely content with what she has and where she is. This is so beautiful. There's such a sense of completion with her. It's like she has everything she needs in her material world, so she has the time and the space to turn within. I often get this sense that she's looking down, not at her pentacle, but towards her chest, towards her heart center. She's ready to shift into that inward focused energy and lift herself, elevate herself to that mountaintop, towards that angel and that sun. This is really beautiful and such a great space to be in as you transition into 2026. Amazing. Let me pull some clarifiers for you, Aquarius. Let's see what we'll pull on. I'm going to pull on that moon. Definitely need to see what's happening with that moon energy. And I might need to pull on that tower. You know what? There's probably going to be a little bit of the moon and the tower in here, because I also want to pull on the 6 of Wands, and I'd like to see if I can get any more for you with your outcome, that Queen of Pentacles. So to start with, though, we're looking kind of at the moon and the tower together. That Death card is probably sort of involved in there as well. It's all about endings and creating space for something new. Okay, we had the Hanged Man flip over in the deck. That is a really important message for you. When you don't have clarity and you're feeling confused and a bit lost, take this time out to tap into your intuition, your inner light, and see things from a higher perspective. There's a reason that this all happened. It's coming through with your oracle cards, you know, that dress of alchemy. It's coming through even with the tower, but this is just giving you an option to get the clarity that you need to see things from a higher perspective. The Page of Wands. That's an interesting request, to see it as an adventure. I know that might be challenging, especially if you're dealing with heartache, the ending of something. But if you can see this from a higher perspective, it might help you to treat it more as an adventure, the adventure of life. And if you can have a little bit of an adventure, go on a trip, take yourself away from the situation, do something active, go on a hike, go kayaking, go bike riding, something that's sort of more physical, getting you back into your body. That can also help as well. It can help shift the energy field a bit and will actually help you see things from a higher perspective. You just got the Queen of Pentacles again. Amazing. I feel like this is promising you that this transformation, these big energy shifts, everything that you're going through, it's all leading you towards this Queen of Pentacles. That's why she's come in here. It's promising you that you are going to get to this point of groundedness and stability and feeling more yourself. It is leading you to that, and it's very powerful. It's that release your power energy with the Dress of Alchemy. So even if it feels a little bit tumultuous while you're going through it, try to take that time to see it from a higher perspective. Shift your energy a bit. Do something physical to get back into your body, and trust that you are moving towards that Queen of Pentacles energy. Really cool. That's what all of this is about. It's leading you towards that Queen of Pentacles. Really cool. Okay, I'm going to pull on this Six of Wands to see if I can get you any more advice. Get some clarity on that advice on how to navigate all of these transformations that are going on. Ooh, the Page of Swords flipped over. Oh, there we go. The Wheel of Fortune. Oh my goodness. Okay. And the Five of Pentacles. That's an interesting story. So the Six of Wands is trying to bring you clarity, get you in alignment with your destiny, and move you out of this poverty mindset. So the clarity comes with the Page of Swords. It's opening up your imagination. It's opening up the possibilities for you, sparking your inspiration, giving you new ideas and insight. It's moving you towards your destiny with that Wheel of Fortune, and the Five of Pentacles, that poverty mindset. It's trying to shift that energy. So the more you can focus on your victories and allow other people to celebrate you for you, the more you will shift out of this small, lower level energy. That Five of Pentacles is that sense of being left out in the cold. And I love in this particular one, there's a light shining on his third eye and on his crown, and even on that chakra that sits above the head. This is tapping into those higher energy centers. Part of the message of the Five of Pentacles is to go within, because all the answers you need are within you. And that was the message that you were getting with that moon, to trust your intuition, to go within like that Hanged Man. Tap into the wisdom that is within you. That will help shift you out of that energy that you might end up getting into with that heartbreak card, that heartache card, that mend a broken heart fairy energy. It's such a simple thing for you to do, to open such possibilities for you, this Six of Wands, to allow people to celebrate you and for you to celebrate even your small victories. If you can do that, you are opening yourself up to such incredible energy. Wow. Okay, let me pull on this Queen of Pentacles. Oh, first one flipped over, the Ten of Swords. Wow, that's the death of the ego. That's kind of the minor arcana version of that death card. Something is ending to make space for something new. You've got the Two of Wands. Okay. And the Hermit. Oops, sorry about that. I saw we had the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck before they all fell out. So there she is. I will place her at the top there. We'll look at her in a minute. What I feel these cards are saying is that the Queen of Pentacles is the grounding that comes after that dark night of the soul, that Ten of Swords energy, that death of the ego. This feels like it's kind of the resolution after this tower hits within you. Whatever's breaking down within you, that breaking down of your belief systems, that whole change of perspective on how the world works and who you are, that creates space for this death of the ego and allows the sun to rise in the distance. You've now got 3 tens. These are all these lower energy versions of that world that I was saying, that the ending of a cycle and the beginning of a brand new cycle, because the sun rises with the 10 of Swords once that ego death takes place. Again, like the Tower, it might be uncomfortable when it happens, but that's what this Queen of Pentacles is promising, just like she did here. This is what comes once this ends, once this transition takes place, this transformation takes place. The Two of Wands, right? This is really interesting. So you're in a really beautiful grounded place with this Queen of Pentacles, and it seems to be opening up a choice for you with the Two of Wands. You can stick with what you know and fall back into the more comfortable discomfort energy. You know, that being comfortable in your discomfort, just because it's familiar. That's what I was talking about with that King of Pentacles. The old way of doing things is potentially you falling back into indulging in your heartache or your smallness or your sense of despair or misery or self-pity even. You can follow that path if you want, but the possibility is here for you to step into a brand new journey, to embrace something new. That's what that Two of Wands is offering. The Hermit coming in, he's a beautiful match for that Queen of Pentacles energy. This is asking you to take time for yourself, to give yourself the time and space to really go within and figure out what's important to you. What do you want? This rainbow is going to light his path for him. And it's actually in the Hermit, the light comes from within. It's your inner light that's going to light the path for you. In the Moon card, it's actually the Hermit's face in that moon. That's that pointing to that inner light shining on the path through the dangers. So it's that same message coming through multiple times here. So if you do come to a point where you feel like you're at a bit of a crossroads with that Two of Wands, and it might not be like one clear decision, it could be a multitude of decisions that come up in small ways. But if you find yourself having to make a decision about how you approach something, if you're going to follow your old path, your old ways, that King of Pentacles, that heartache energy, or just something that keeps you a little bit more small, like that Seven of Wands, that sense of needing to defend yourself, of fighting for your position and having to argue your piece. If you get to that point, take some time out, really look at what you want for yourself. Connect in with that beautiful grounded Queen of Pentacles energy, because you might discover that actually there's a better way forward. That Hanged Man, you see this from a higher perspective because you have the potential to climb to new heights with that Lovers card. That's what this Lovers is doing. It's overseeing this whole read and promising that you can actually elevate yourself into a higher state of being. So instead of having to defend your position, you can step into this beautiful Queen of Cups energy and recognize this sense of emotional balance. Feel compassion for the people that are causing trouble for you or trying to argue with you. And instead of arguing back, you can engage with them from a space of compassion and empathy and kind of flip the whole thing on its head, de-escalate any arguments and find a new friend. Magic can come from that kind of transformation. And you have so much power that's ready to be released as a result of this journey that you're going through. But this Hermit is asking you to just try and take time out before you immediately engage. There's another thing with this particular Two of Wands, which is that there are two people on opposite sides kind of fighting or preparing to fight. You can choose to fight or you can choose to step away as this Hermit to ground yourself with that Queen of Pentacles energy and reconnect back in with your heart with that Queen of Cups. And you might find your whole world opens up and something new is awaiting you. This is a pretty powerful time for you, Aquarius. I wish you all the best on this journey because some big transformations are taking place, but you have got this. You've got angels watching out for you. Have an amazing month.